What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, we're coming back to the Pretty Reckless. Yes, indeed, the Pretty Reckless fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all the clicks and the likes and the bibbity-bibbity bop, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Matthew Handler, and Matthew wanted to see me react to this song by the Pretty Reckless called Only Love Can Save Me Now.
It's all a bunch of tree-hugging hippie crap.
Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a minute, hang on, I think I've heard this song before, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by the Pretty Reckless, okay? And the video has 429,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. A link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. The Pretty Reckless, Only Love Can Save Me Now. I know it's kind of hard to see, but that is what it says right there. I know it's kind of tough against a white screen, but I can see it. All right, let's see how this goes. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Okay. Let me tell you why I'm laughing. I'm listening to this groove, right? And I figure out we're in 7. We're in 7/4. I'm listening to this groove, and the first thing that goes through my mind is this sounds like a Soundgarden song. And just as I was about to pause and say that, I looked down here, featuring Matt Cameron and Kim Thale from Soundgarden. Oh, wow. Doesn't that just figure?
I understood that reference.
Coincidence indeed. Anyway, I know a lot of people going, oh, he's full of it. He saw that before. No, actually, I wasn't even paying attention to that. I really wasn't. I was trying to lock in with the time signature. I wasn't even paying attention to anything on the screen. I swear to you, I was about to pause and say, this sounds like a Soundgarden song, and I saw the orange text, and I was like, oh, you have got to be kidding me.
That's impossible.
Anyway, it's an unusual time signature, 7/4, but it's got that Soundgarden groove to it, man. It does. This sounds like a Soundgarden song. So let's keep going. Let's see where this goes. And now they switch to 4/4. Doesn't that just figure?
Heaven's falling out of the sky, sends a message are free. I wanna be saved. I wanna be saved from the sound, the world is spitting out. Only love can save me now. Gone, so down, lost is all I found. Only love, love, love can save me now. Drowning madly.
Little callback to the 7/4 again, just for 2 measures. They just did it for 2 measures, and then they went back into 4/4 from the sound of it. For the verse. It worked. It did, but it's almost counterproductive. Like, why bother? If you're only gonna do it for 2 measures, why bother? I kind of feel like they should have done it for 4. If they had done 4 measures of 7/4 there as a break, I think it would have sat a lot better with me than just doing it for 2. Because seriously, it's like you're only going to do it for 2 measures. It's just like, you know, you blow by the. It's like you blow by a point of it. Let's say you're on, you know, for those of you that are in California, let's say you're on the 5 freeway, right? And oddly, for once in your life, there's no traffic, none. It's a straight shot, and it's like, wow. And we're all doing. Let's be honest, you're on the 5 freeway. We're all doing 75. Let's be honest, okay? Let's call a spade a spade. You know, let's not BS each other here. The 5 freeway, when there's no traffic, we're all doing 75. You know we are. Don't pretend we don't. So we're all doing 75, and there's a point of interest. And just as we notice there's a point of interest, shoom, what happened? Where did it go? You know, that's kind of how it felt here. 2 measures of 7/4. It was like, why bother? You know, it happened so fast. We really didn't have a chance to really enjoy it. You know, if they had done it for 4 measures, I think that would have been a much better amount of time, so we can really get into that 7/4 and we can really enjoy that 7/4. And what's just 2 more measures? It's just 2 more measures, just 14 more beats. That's not a big deal. I don't know. I think personally, I would have done 4 measures instead of 2, but that's just me. Let's keep going here.
In deep blue seas, waves of sadness swallow me. No soul can hear me beneath the waves. No gods.
That is such a Soundgarden thing to do. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and hit that open hi-hat, you know? Hit that open hi-hat. 1 and 2 and on the and of 2. That is such a Soundgarden thing to do. Not even Soundgarden. That's such a Matt Cameron thing to do. Because he does it in Soundgarden. He does it in Pearl Jam too. More often he does it in Soundgarden. But I've heard him do it in Pearl Jam a few times. See if you can catch on to what I'm talking about.
Swallow me. Drowning madly in deep blue seas, waves of sadness swallow me. No soul can hear me beneath the weight. No gods or saviors, no hands of fate. I wanna be saved. I wanna be saved from the sound, the world is spitting out. Only love can save me now. Gone, so down, lost is all I found. Only love,
That's sounding vocal line.
save me now.
that ascending vocal line in the background there, the harmonic lines ascending. That was actually kind of cool. I didn't notice that the first time. I don't know if it was there or not, but this time I did catch it. That was actually kind of nice. It was. Vocally, I mean, there's nothing I would say that's mind-blowing. Nothing I would say that's super impressive. But it's solid. It's definitely solid. I think I've made this comment on other songs I've done from the Pretty Reckless. She's got a good voice for rock. She really does. Solid voice. Nothing spectacular, nothing mind-blowing, but at the same time, I got no complaint with anything that she sings. Everything that she sings sounds conducive to the songs that she plays. I got no issue with it. None at all. I mean, like I said, could it possibly be more impressive? I think she's capable of singing more impressively. I do believe that, but then it wouldn't fit the band. It like, could she sing like some of the more impressive female vocalists we've heard on the channel? I'm just gonna take the first one off the top of my head, Flora Jansen. Okay, could she sing like Flora Jansen? I don't know if she could sing as good as her, but I think she could come pretty close. I think she could definitely get up there with some power and some range and really show off some tremendous vocal ability. I believe she's capable. But if she were to do that in this band, it would not fit. It would not fit at all. It would sound, I'll be honest with you folks, I think it would sound pretty bad. I don't think it would sound good at all. I think it would, I think it would not fit whatsoever, and it would sound, it would sound like she belongs in another band. Honestly, what she's doing with her vocals in this, like the other tracks I've done from them, fit just fine. Are they impressive? Not necessarily, but at the same time, sounds really good, and it fits the context of the song. Let's keep going for right now.
Can save me now.
I like the guitar solo. I do. I like what they did behind the guitar solo even more. Doing the guitar solo in that 7/4, I thought that was really cool. Very cool. Kind of, again, calling back to that Soundgarden sound. Kicking it into 4/4 in double time. Kind of like taking the best of both worlds from Soundgarden and the Pretty Reckless, and you're kind of marrying them there. You got the Soundgarden 7/4, and then you got the Pretty Reckless with the straight ahead 4/4, but at double time. Okay, it absolutely worked. It sounded good. It made me laugh when I heard it. What I find interesting though is coming out of the guitar solo, we didn't go back into a straight ahead 4/4. We're staying in that double time. It's interesting. It's not at all what I thought was going to happen. When I thought the guitar solo ending, I was like, okay, we're going to go back into the straight time, 4/4, right? Nope. staying in the double time. It's interesting. Not at all what I predicted, not at all what I thought was going to happen. So a little unpredictable there. That's kind of nice. It's kind of nice when that happens. But we have about a minute to go. Let's see how they're going to wrap this up.
From the sound, the world is spitting it out.
Now they're back in straight time.
Love can save me now. Save me now.
Again, just like not even just 2 measures. That's all we get. Ah! Well, look, I mean, it is what it is. You know, sometimes just gotta shake your head and go, it is what it is. And this is definitely one of those times. All right, let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was The Pretty Reckless with Only Love Can Save Me Now. This was a request from Matthew Handler. Okay. There was nothing in that video description about Matt and Kim being in it. I kind of wish there had been, but at the same time, it was a nice surprise to see that they were in there and, more importantly, to hear them before I noticed it. That was pretty cool, actually, now that I think about it. Okay, let's just get to it. Let's just get right to this. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that a 7.6. Yep, 7.6. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, when the song first kicked in, I was listening to the groove and I felt that we were in 7/4. The first thing that went through my mind was, this sounds like a Soundgarden song. And I was about to pause it and say that when I looked and I couldn't help but notice the orange lettering. And I saw Matt and Kim and I'm like, that makes perfect sense now. That makes perfect sense why it sounds like it does. That's why it sounds like a Soundgarden song. Because they're in it. I thought that was really cool, man. That was a really cool moment for me. Yeah, they definitely brought that Soundgarden sound. They definitely did. Between the 7/4 for starters, I mean, I don't know how many songs the Pretty Reckless does in songs in their time signatures outside of 4/4. I mean, I don't know. I haven't heard a whole lot of songs from the Pretty Reckless, but I can only imagine that they're like most rock bands out there who really don't stray from 4/4 very often. So to hear a song that uses 7/4 and 4/4 and they switch between the two, coming from a band like the Pretty Reckless, that's pretty unique. That's pretty cool. Couldn't help but notice in the verses, Matt putting that little accent on the hi-hat, the open hi-hat on the end of 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I couldn't help but notice that. That's such a Matt Cameron thing to do. Especially in Soundgarden. Now, I've heard him do it in Pearl Jam too, but really more than anything, I hear that a lot in Soundgarden songs. The vocals, I already talked at length about the vocals. I'm not going to talk about them at length again. I'm just going to say that I think she's a really solid vocalist, a great fit for this band. I believe wholeheartedly that she is capable of far more than she does in this band. But I would not want to see her do more than what she already does. I would not want to see her sing operatic or, extremely high or, any of the amazing vocal techniques that a lot of these other super amazing vocalists do, because at that point, it will no longer fit the context of the band. I think what she does is just fine. Is it impressive? No, but it fits the band, and that's more important, I think, than being impressive. So, good on her. Guitar. Now, here's the thing. I could tell the guitar solo was Kim. I know that was. Was Kim the only guitar player, or were the other guitar players from the Pretty Reckless in this as well? I don't know. This is a studio recording, and it's very easy to double and triple a single guitar player in Pro Tools. Really easy to do. So it may very well have just been Kim. It very well could have been. Then again, maybe the other guitar players were playing along at the same time. I don't know. And they appeared in the recording. I have no clue. I don't know how the recording process went. But the guitars did sound good. I will say that. If it was just one and it was layered, or if it was multiple guitar players, I don't know, but it sounded really nice. I dug it. Drumming was solid, always, from Matt Cameron. No problems there. For me, the biggest, the most impressive thing was also the most annoying thing. The use of the 7/4 against the 4/4 and the 4/4 in straight time and double time. I mean, look, it was really nice to have all that happen. It was. It showed us some nice diversity. It shows some advanced songwriting on behalf of the Pretty Reckless, which I thought was really cool. At the same time, though, it's, when they did switch, to the 7/4, coming out of the verse and out of the chorus, using the 7/4 as a transition. Now, they only did it for 2 measures. And to me, it just felt like it was almost like a complete waste. Like, why bother? Because we really didn't have a chance to get into it. You know what I mean? I really wish they had done 4 measures of 7/4. We're only talking about an additional 14 beats. It would not have been that big of a deal. But I really think it would have given the 7/4 a chance to really shine and given the listener a chance to really get into the groove on the 7/4 before transitioning back into the 4/4. I use the parallel of, you're driving along, here comes a point of interest, but you're driving at 75 miles an hour. You drive right by it and you didn't get a chance to enjoy it and take it in. Same thing with that. When you are only doing it for 2 measures, you don't have a chance to really enjoy it. You know what I mean? It goes right by, and here we are back in the verses. What just happened? I don't know, but we're in the verses now, so let's focus on that. It's kind of a shame. It is, because I feel like that was a bit of a lost opportunity. I thought the guitar solo was really unique, doing it in 7/4 and then going back into the 4/4 like they've been doing for the whole song, but they went in at a double time, not a double time feel, actual double time for the rest of the guitar solo. And then coming out of the guitar solo, they stayed in there. For the vocals, they stayed in that double time. And I was like, I didn't see that coming. I didn't see the double time in the guitar solo, and I didn't see them staying in the double time. I thought for sure when they were gonna go back into the vocals, when the guitar solo was ending, I thought for sure they would go back into regular straight time, but nope, they stayed in double time. Interesting take. I liked it actually too. It felt good. It wasn't predictable, and sometimes being unpredictable can end up with some really nice surprises. So that was really cool. Again, ending with the 7/4 though, only 2 measures. I really wish. What do they have? Look, if you guys have something against 7/4, then don't do it. It's just at the beginning they used 7/4 for what was it, like 8 measures of 7/4 at the beginning? Why not do 4? And why not do 4 in the middle and at the end? Why not? I just don't understand why they were in such a hurry, and on that middle section, using it as a transition, and at the end, ending with it. Why were they in such a hurry? I just don't understand that. Give it 2 more measures each, and we're talking about a grand total of 28 extra beats. Total 28 extra beats, 14 here, 14 at the end. What's the problem? I don't understand why they wouldn't just do that, but whatever, it's fine. I mean, it is what it is. I really feel like that was a bit of a missed opportunity. But in any case, it is a really good song. It had a nice groove to it. It was nice hearing that Soundgarden feel, in a Pretty Reckless song. I kind of dug that. I think that's a good, to be honest with you, I think that was actually a pretty good matchup. I think that sounded really nice. I wouldn't mind hearing more from that combination. I wonder what else they could come up with. In any case, 7.6, it's a really good score. I feel good with that score, and that's where we're going to stay. So, 7.6, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.